Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing a get ready with me. I have work today at 6, so I have a couple of hours before I go in. It is a really ugly day outside today. It is one of those days where I just want to cuddle up in my blankets and stay in bed all day. It is rainy and cold. The weather just like dramatically changed overnight. The house, like my house is literally shaking every time it like thunders, so that's really upsetting. So I have my glass of coffee right here, and by the way guys, look at this cute cup. You had me at meow, and then it has a little cat up there. If you see the M's on my hand, ignore them because literally they are the hardest thing to get off your hands, and that's a fact. I just wanted to do something a little bit more laid back since the weather is just so bleh. Today we're just gonna get ready and talk about some stuff. So for those of you who do not know, I do work at Ulta. I've been working there for a couple of months now. By the way, I'm going in with my H2O Plus Seafoam moisturizer just to start and moisturize my face because girl, am I dehydrated, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I've been working at Ulta for a couple of months now, and I have to say I love my job. I love it so much. It's just so much fun. All the girls who I work with are just so down to earth, so nice. They're just such nice people, and you can tell that we're all genuinely really passionate about makeup and passionate about what we do. I'm starting by priming my face with some Moondrops by Josie Maran. I don't even know if I'm ever saying that right every time I say it, but I'm just gonna say that that's how you pronounce it. I'm really glad to be back on YouTube. I stopped making videos for a little bit just because I wanted to get a newer camera and I wanted to like kind of get better lighting because where I film, it's really hard to film here because the only times that I'm available to really film are towards the afternoon time when the lighting is not very great. So I did invest in my ring light just so that I can continue to put content out there for you guys, and quality content at that. I'm going on top of those drops with some Benefit Professional just around my nose area and my forehead. If you guys do not know, I do also have a blog. You can find it at kelseyjolene.com. I'll put it somewhere up here on the screen as well as in the description box below. But I have started blogging, so that's where I've been when I haven't been making YouTube videos. I can definitely say that 2018 is going to be such a better year, such a productive year, and such a year of growth for myself as a person as well as for my blog and my YouTube channel. Like, it's just gonna be such a good year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Today I'm going to be taking my Estee Lauder foundation in the shade Tawny. I recently just picked up this foundation. I tried a sample of it probably like a few weeks ago or a good month ago, and I fell in love with the coverage. I fell in love with the formula. The only thing that I hate is it doesn't have a pump. I'm going in with my Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. So I've been working at Ulta for probably a good month and a half. I haven't been working there that long. I started in December, I believe, or yeah, early December or late November. I got hired exclusively for a seasonal position. I was really excited to work there just because every time I walk in Ulta, it gives me really good vibes. Like, I just love the store so much, and I'm really happy that I got the opportunity to like work with one of my favorite companies. I remember before I got hired, I would tell my boyfriend I really want to work here, and I want them to be hiring so that I could apply. And I know when I applied, I literally called the store like every day, and I was like, hey, is the manager there? You know, like, what's my application status? You know, I submitted an application, blah blah blah. When my manager actually called to schedule an interview, I was so pumped. I was like literally so excited. But when I went to the interview, it was just, you know, a really nice interview. I feel like the team of girls that I work with are so empowering and they're just so sweet. Like every girl is just so unique in their own way, and I think that's why I love the company just so much, is because, you know, they're really looking at the personality of the women that they hire, or the people that they hire, you know, not just women but men as well. We all love the same thing, you know, like we all love beauty. And it's just so fun working in an environment where everyone kind of shares similar interests. I'm setting my face with some Airspun translucent powder. I did bake under my eyes with it, but I'm just going to go in with a G22 by Morphe and kind of just spread it everywhere else around my face, just so that I can set the rest of the foundation as well. I'm going in with my Hula bronzer by Benefit, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush to apply this. So I would definitely say one of the tips that I would really encourage you guys to use if you're trying to get hired at a beauty company or a beauty store like Ulta is just to be very persistent. You want to make yourself stand out from all the other people who are also applying. So it's a really good time to apply to Ulta or apply to other beauty stores during seasonal time, because it's a good way to get your foot in the door. If you are looking to apply to a beauty store, I definitely do recommend doing it around the holiday time. It's going to be a lot easier just to get a job with the company that way. And like I was saying, you know, you want to make yourself stand out, make yourself be unique. I really strongly encourage you that if you have applied to a beauty store, just go ahead and give them a call. If you want to do better than that, go ahead and show up to the store and be like, hey, you know, is your manager here? Like, I just applied and I'm really interested in this position and I would love to work here, you know? And then eventually when you do get the interview, or when the manager does see that you're constantly calling or constantly showing up because you really want the job, it's gonna show him or her that you're like determined. I'm going in with California by Benefit. So eventually when you do get to the interview process, you're going to want to be prepared. Why do you want to work for the beauty company? In my case, why did I want to work for Ulta? You know, what makes me special? What makes me stand out in, you know, regards to all the other applicants? And what makes you unique? I wanted to work in an environment where it was okay to be yourself. And I just really love the work environment, and I really stressed that to my manager when I was in the interview, that I wanted to work in a place where I felt accepted. And I think that was something that set me apart from other people, because yes, I love makeup, but ultimately, like, I wanted to find a job where I would be happy to go to work every day, you know? So it's just a really good experience, and I really love it. So if you were wanting to apply, I would definitely recommend it. Highly recommend it. Okay, so I just went ahead and did my brows off camera, because if I did them on camera, they would take like 45 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. But it would take a pretty decent amount of time, because when I do my eyebrows, I like to focus so hard. But I went ahead and went in with Micro Brow by Benefit in 5. So that's what I used to do my brows, and then I just concealed with some Shape Tape. I think I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette today. I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow base by NYX. So, more about what I've been doing when I'm not on YouTube. I mentioned that I went through a major change in my life. So when I started my blog, I realized that that was something that I really enjoyed. When I was in high school, I was the yearbook editor, and I did a lot of like photography stuff. And in general, I just like to write and I like to read. I grew up with my mom and my dad. They were always reading books. I don't know if I've talked about it in a video, or if you follow any of my social media platforms, which will be linked in the description box below. I came to college as a science major. I've taken some science classes, and they were extremely hard. I'm not gonna lie, they were super hard, but science was always something that I've always enjoyed. Being a doctor or working in the medical field was something that I really wanted to do when I was in high school. After I started my blog, I realized like I wouldn't mind doing it every day. The more that I kept going to my science classes and my labs and, listening to the lectures, the more that I began to notice myself kind of slipping away from science. Eventually it just came to a point where I would have to drag myself to class. It wasn't interesting to me anymore, and I didn't want to continue on that path knowing that it wasn't going to be something that I enjoyed. I wasn't going to get a job that I would like to go to every day. And that's like my main goal in life, I think, is to be happy. Who knows what the future is going to hold. And I had like a really bad breakdown just because all throughout high school I had this dream, that I was going to be a doctor and that was what I wanted to accomplish with my life. And I just began to feel lost and I didn't know where I wanted to go with my life. And, I'd cry about it, and I would just be really scared because I didn't know if I should continue on with my chemistry degree or if I should change it, and if I do change it, it's going to be the wrong decision, or if I don't change it, am I going to hate my life? And it was just really overwhelming and really terrifying, going through that experience, but I think it was something that I needed to go through. I just realized that I needed to just take that step forward and put my life in perspective and be like, hey, Kelsey, what do I want to do? And, now's the time to take that step, because college is expensive and I don't want to be paying for all these classes if I'm not going to enjoy the outcome. So I had a breakdown for a couple of weeks, and then I finally decided that I was going to change my major. So I ended up switching my major to communications, and this is my first semester as a comm major. It's only been a week or two into the semester, but I can say I am enjoying it so far. I've realized that I have nothing to be ashamed about. College is about finding who you really are as a person, and I think I finally found the path that I do want to continue to follow. And I think that's really cool that I found a major that I'm really going to thoroughly enjoy, and I wanted to share that because it has been really hard the past few months to kind of open up about it and tell people that I made this drastic life change, because it's going to affect the rest of my life. So like I said, I'm going to use this Stila glitter. So I guess my life lesson for this video is just to follow your heart. And I know it sounds really cheesy and stupid to say that, realistically, out loud. If you are going through a crisis like I was, I just definitely recommend just to, stay true to who you are, stay true to what you want, and just make sure to only think about yourself when you make decisions for yourself, because ultimately you're the only one who's getting affected, and your life is what matters, your future. And I think that's the most important thing. I am using the Roller Lash Mascara by Benefit, and now I just need highlighter and lipstick. This is in the shade 656 Clay Crush from Maybelline's Matte Collection. I'm going to go back to highlight because I skipped over it. Last thing, I'm just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus and just set everything. Woo! This is the look that I'm doing for work today. I really hope you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble and all my advice. I opened up to you guys, and that's what I really wanted to do in this video, was just for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or videos of me in general doing makeup or anything else, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave and give a big old thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. So bye bye guys.